Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vexies, man. In this video, I've been having a lot of thoughts that I think EA will have to suffer the consequences of, and I actually just want to get into it, man. Talk about this. I feel like this is a pretty serious topic when it comes to Gears of War and kind of just the gaming culture as a whole. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys already hit that like button, send this video out because I really want to get this video into the eyes, of the right people. Make sure people are listening because I'm gonna expose a lot of things about the cheating culture and stuff, and what I've known from even going to other games and coming back here and seeing how it's like put under pressure or how it's punished. It's just not the same. All right, so yes, this title is exactly what it should be, and it is cheating may kill Gears of War EA. It's a super growing problem. The accessibility to many cheats is increasing heavily, and there are certain things that are starting to even be normalized and pushed marketing wise for certain controllers being sold, certain softwares, and it's getting bad, man. And I'm gonna literally tell you guys everything. I'm gonna tell you guys everything that from start to finish, from hardware, software, everything there is. So to get it started off, I think the number one thing that's getting normalized that is going to be a super big problem in EA is most likely going to be macros. Macros are becoming way more accessible than ever. A lot of my favorite controllers now have options in their software to have macros. I could literally show you guys right now. I just pull up. I use the GameStar controller. It's the best controller to me, and it's super tournament legal too, which is the funny part, because you're able to put macros on it, and I'm like, that's just a huge problem for integrity wise, and let's say competitive or non-competitive, whatever it may be. You can literally one click and have a wall bounce macro, and have it doing auto inputs for you in freaking 30 hertz, and then next thing you know, you're literally wall bouncing at the speed of light. And that's it's things like that that are just becoming way too accessible, because even if you don't have a GameStar controller, there are so many different apps, man. Like Steam controller, that app allows you to do macros. Freaking DS4, if you're using a PS5 controller, anything like that, man, it's just way too accessible, and people can run scripts and stuff to really do input multiple different type of combinations for free. And that's just a problem with when it comes to integrity. And my biggest problem with that is, yes, it's not hacking. It is still cheating for sure, but it's not hacking. But the fact that it's getting added to controllers and stuff like that we use on a daily basis, it's just it's becoming way too normalized. It's becoming way too normalized. And it's also one of those things that I feel like there is no real way to police it besides having a feature in game that caps inputs, because it's so customizable. You can have it looking like real human input. It's really it's a sad thing to even think about, man. And we already seen it happen with a lot of MK players. They currently a lot of MK players currently use macros in Gears of War. But it's spreading to controller now because of how accessible it is. It's actually more OP when it's used on controller too. You still get an aim assist. You still have a more fluid control with your left stick than somebody using the WASD keys in this game, and it's just not good. It's really just not good. And it's how much further will it go? You could literally set active reloads, freaking wall bouncing. Probably even let's say EA has recoil control. You have to have recoil control with certain guns that could be affected and made it perfect. You could just have a lot of this. You could just get a lot of fake results for super super easily. So what I would recommend EA to do, which I think will be the biggest problem, is if EA has any type of cover sliding or any type of movement mechanic that can be inputted multiple times, I would definitely recommend them to introduce a cooldown, similar to how Gears of War has. So no matter how many times you input that command, there's only so many are getting registered regardless. That's, I used to think that no cooldown and stuff was amazing, but that was honestly before cheating and stuff like that became a problem. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, man. This cheating stuff goes way deeper than that. You can go, you have rapid fire controllers and that's all the macro, everything that has to do with simulating multiple inputs is one input is a macro. So we used to, 15 years ago, which is crazy to say 15 years ago, by the way, we used to only have to deal with somebody potentially having a rapid fire controller, a big ass red or black button on the back of the controller or something like that, or even the chips back then. And I would much rather deal with people just having rapid fire mods than, you know, the shit you can get nowadays, man. Like, it's just crazy, and it's just super accessible, man. Once again, so yeah, macros, that's a huge problem that I can see is gonna stay around in Gears of War, probably get worse, especially with the new title, because I'm already seeing it happen during like this off season or whatever you want to call it, during this time that we don't have a Gears of War release, that people are cheating like a lot more, even on games like Reloaded, that's a newer release, because it's not policed. It's just something that's not policed at all. And at least another one, and there's this thing called like a JSON file, and it's like internal files that you can edit, and that are very easy to edit too. They literally take under 10 minutes to get it done. And you can have like certain things like a tighter Nasher spread, so your gun does more damage at certain ranges. You can edit bullet magnetism. You can edit all types of things, man. You can edit like you can literally have a rapid fire shotgun, and this is not even something that requires extra software to even have. Like, you can literally just easily change your game files without any repercussions too. And that's something that I've seen get a lot worse over time. People are doing it in Reloaded, and they're normalizing certain things like I don't know, the cheating culture is just changing a lot. They're normalizing certain things that are cheating, and I would obviously frown upon. Like, for example, if you see people on Reloaded playing with like the custom FOV, that is cheating. That is like you're editing game files in order to have, you know, something that's not accessible to other players. Whether you consider it an advantage or not, that's up to your opinion. But changing game files is 100% cheating, no matter how you put it. And that's just like, that's what I'm saying, that's just one of the things, man. You know, it gets even worse, because a lot of people will say, okay, what you're mentioning is, you're mentioning a lot of things on PC, and maybe it's the PC that's the problem. You know, maybe we need to go back to console. And guys, man, I wish it was like that. It used to be like that. But console has just as bad, if not worse, cheats, man. I've seen it with the COD community as well. They have, you know, obviously people know about the Cronus, the Zim, the Zen, all whatever. There's like new ones out, like some shit called a fucking Titan 2 that you can have an AI aimbot and stuff like that. And it's horrible, man. And it's one of those things like, where does it stop? We're gonna absolutely cook this game, but I don't really care to play for a dub, to be honest. But it's like, you know, it's where does it stop? Like when is there actually going to be like somebody putting their foot down? You know, like there's no way that it could be this hard to manage this, man. Especially like third-party devices. 'Cause I remember, time ago, man, when people used to cheat, have like JTAGs, RGHs, stuff like that, hosting 10th Prestige lobbies and stuff in like Modern Warfare 2 days, you would get banned so fast for that shit. Like, you used to get banned like an alarming. You would get banned instantly for that shit, man. But it's crazy how you can just go about for so long with no consequences whatsoever. So I don't know. I feel like I would love if EA kind of, you know, puts their foot down and really starts punishing things like that, and really, you know, go to war with these cheaters, man, because it's needed. It's needed. It's especially, you know, I'm a competitive player, man, and I don't know if EA's gonna have competitive or not, but there's literally no way to avoid it. Whether we're playing on console or PC, it doesn't matter. It just is something that simply needs to be stopped. And besides, even being a competitive player, bro, you don't want to deal with that as a casual. That ruins your like experience as a whole. One of the games I'm seeing recently that has the same anti-cheat as Gears of War, that's been actually doing pretty good these past like few seasons or whatever, within this past year, is Apex. They use the same anti-cheat that Gears runs on, so hopefully that's a good sign. But it's one of those things like we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we won't know till the time comes. And I also do know that there's like a fog of war, and going against cheaters is an everlasting battle, because all they're gonna do is essentially update their stuff as well. But it still needs to be checked. It's one that still needs to be checked. And I know that there has to be some things that could just be completely, you know, just done with. Like I said, like, you know, starting with like the macros, with all that takes is an input cap. And I think you know, stuff like that is gonna be very useful. So yeah, man, I would definitely just want this video to be revisited. I know some of you guys might, like, I know it's like some Gears of War players or whatever, pros, they don't want to make this type of video, because as I am spreading awareness to it, I might be teaching other people how to cheat at the same time. But it's one of those things that maybe it has to get worse before it gets better for them to really open their eyes. Because I think it's at the point where I don't think they really even like know about a lot of things. Like it might even be new to them. Like I'm talking about the devs and stuff. Like, they might not even realize how ridiculous this is because, you know, they spend their time making the game. They don't really spend their time playing it. Which I actually truly understand that. You know, you spend 8 to 12 hours a day fucking building a game. You're not about to spend another 8 playing it. You know, I mean, just playing it casually on a daily basis. So it's definitely one of those things that I would love to, you know, for it to get checked. I would even, you know, if it comes down to it, I've even, you know, like would be down for consistent communication between them on a personal level. I know for example, like Apex players, some of them have like direct communication with like the anti-cheat team or whatever, the team that like the security team, whatever that goes with their game. And I think something like that would be very cool, just to prevent a lot of these things from happening. So we all have a good experience, man. That's really what it's all about. I wonder if there's anything I missed. Do you guys think there's anything I missed? Feel free to leave in the comments section. I know this is probably gonna spark some discussion. Some good discussion though. Like honestly, anything's gonna be good discussion. What do you guys think that maybe if you guys think I'm overreacting, I would love to hear it. But you know, my experience could definitely be different. And that's also is something I recognize too, because you know, people could see me in the lobby and they know it's me and they would purposely want that attention and start like using cheats and stuff like that. I've seen that with streamers. And I would get that too. Like sometimes I know some people that have never faced like a cheater in Gears of War, but my experience is definitely different, man. For sure, if that is the case. Like for example, like if you go in Gears 4, I would say a smooth, maybe 35% is gonna be you're gonna have a cheater in your lobby, to some degree. Like I do enjoy playing that game, going back to it, you know, just for like nostalgia purposes. But then I realized how bad like a cheating problem is in that game, especially. I've had it in this game too, where I can't even run a spawn. I've really versed a full 4 stack of cheaters, like twice in the past like few days. So it's definitely something that's blaring, and I would love for it to get changed, you know. Nobody's trying to deal with that, man. I'm sure I'm one of the voices in the community or whatever. It's definitely something I would love for them to check out, because we honestly don't know anything about EDA as well, but we do know what our past experiences have been. And if we could highlight that, that'd be fire, man. That would actually be fire. So we just got slammed this game. I'm not worried. I wasn't really playing this game just to try hard, and I was really focused on just, you know, talking about this because it's a way more important topic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hope this brings some awareness to the cheating culture, whatever it may be, whatever you guys want to say it. And yeah, let's just hope for the best for EDA, and I will catch you guys in the next one.